Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an instant classic.
And you're new!
And we want to punch Jim Cornette in the face repeatedly until he bleeds because he's stupid.
Hot tag! Hot tag!
Hot tag, okay, I got you, I'm coming in hot. You know, I'm gonna hit that Big E spear.
We'll see you on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah.
You beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an instant classic. It's just the two of us. It feels like it's been a long time since it's just been the two of us, which is kind of weird, but we're back for our NXT review, our special Stone Cold Steve Austin Day NXT review. I think this was the 16th, if I'm not, I think. If I'm wrong, I'm still right, because you can't prove that I'm, shut up, just shut up. I'm saying it was Austin Day. I think it was the 16th, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, we opened with a video package of last week's number one contenders match, which was the whole show, as we talked about in our previous NXT review. Sami Zayn comes out. He says he's not embarrassed because they both went toe-to-toe, and the match could have gone either way. He says his goal still is to become the only two-time NXT champion. He talks about how Takeover Dallas is going to be huge and how he kind of feels like a proud papa. Regal comes out and says Sami definitely deserves something big at Takeover Dallas. He deserves to face one of the best in the world. At Takeover Dallas, Regal reveals Sami's opponent will be Shinsuke Nakamura, and we kind of got a little bit of a video. I guess it was supposed to be a message sent to Sami Zayn and the NXT universe, which was kind of cool. We kind of got to see Shinsuke kind of speak a little bit of English. I know there's promos out there floating on YouTube or whatever of him actually speaking English. I just haven't been able to find them. But it was kind of cool just to, I've heard him talk a lot, but it's always in Japanese from New Japan. So that was kind of cool. Any thoughts on either the opening video package or the opening segment?
Oh, the video package is actually really cool. It was a really good summary, really good intense summary of the match that we had last week. It was like, I think if you walked in, as Ryan did, if you walked in and started watching that particular video package, it was a pretty good video package. I liked it. And as far as the promo is concerned, nothing truly different about the promo. It was just cool to hear from Nakamura. Kind of get some confirmation that Nakamura is actually in WWE and going to be facing Sami Zayn. From what I've seen from this show in general, NXT Takeover Dallas is going to be pretty good.
It is. So, next we get the Hype Bros versus Angelo Dawkins and Kenneth Crawford. I'm going to give this match to DJ because, his boy is the Hype Bros.
Actually, I know what it was. It's because you ain't hype. He ain't hype. He ain't hype.
I am not hype. That's what it is. I will admit it. I am not hype.
But yeah, this was a pretty good match. It was kind of more Hype Bros in control throughout this match. I love watching the Hype Bros. They're always fun to watch. I don't remember the other black guy's name because I didn't catch it when they first said it, and you just said it. But I know you just said it, but in my notes it says random black guy, so I'm gonna go with random black guy for the win. It's not though. If you don't know his name,
that's racist.
Anyway,
black guys look the same. Is that what it is? You're racist.
Well, him and D'Angelo Dawkins kind of look the same. You could say that. You could say they kind of look. Anyway, the, I like this match. It was kind of a squash match, which I think we kind of got a lot through this show. It seemed like, but it was a good match though. I think a lot of the matches we saw, it was more about the aftermath of the matches than it was the actual matches. But I'm wondering what they're gonna do with the Hype Bros because they won the number one contenders match, which they should have been. I think just make it a triple threat tag team match and act like the Hype Bros are a real team because they are. They're the best. They ain't hype. It's NXT and the rating staff. They ain't hype, man. They ain't hype.
Anyway,
Ryan also compared the Hype Bros to the Bromans, by the way.
I could see that. This was an okay match for me. I still don't like that NXT is beginning to do more of these kind of jobber matches, which I have always said I'm completely against in developmental environment, especially when, you want to get the fans introduced to these guys so you can develop them for the main roster. How are you supposed to develop these guys if you're throwing them into squash matches, into jobber matches? I don't think any match on NXT should be a jobber match. It should, it should showcase both competitors or both teams, whatever the match is set up to be. I mean, obviously, you have your top guys and, higher teams in NXT, obviously have them go over, but I don't think it should ever be a jobber match in NXT. That's just my personal opinion about it. I am not Vince or Triple H or, I'm just an internet fan. But I just don't like when they do that in NXT. But next, they showed some highlights from the Arnold Classic, which is kind of cool. I like when they show especially when they did it last year. I like when they showed highlights from the Arnold Classic. Seeing some of the matches, seeing some of the other stuff that they did. It would be something kind of cool to go check out someday. I feel like, even though last year we got just the worst, horrible fucking hater. But we didn't get any new annoying, talentless. Well, I don't know yet. They could throw somebody at us. I don't know. But any thoughts on that?
Not really. I mean, not really. I like when they show the footage though. I like when they, as I say, not really, but keep talking. I like when they show the footage of the Arnold Classic. I think it's just a cool little traveling thing. It seems to be an annual thing now, so that's kind of a cool thing. I don't know why, but it's weird hearing Arnold Schwarzenegger talk. It just is. Every time he talks, I'm just like, huh. But I definitely I want to see if they get some new talent. I don't know if they will since they've been signing so many indie talents anyway. I don't know if they would at this point, but you never know. And they have a lot of new female wrestlers anyway.
Racist. But anyway, talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger's accent, you're racist. We get a backstage segment with Emma and Deonna Purrazzo. Emma's partner was there too, unfortunately. I can't get away from her. I just can't. Can't do it. It's annoying. Do you have any thoughts on this? I like this segment, actually. I like Deonna Purrazzo. Kind of feels like she's coming out of her shell a little bit more in this feud.
Yeah, I like seeing Deonna Purrazzo. I don't know if this can really be called a feud yet. But I guess it technically can because they're not really doing anything with Emma and Dana Brooke in it right now. So I guess it could be, and it'll be a good way to get Deonna Purrazzo kind of out there. She's not really out there right now. She's kind of just getting into her own character that they put her in. So I'm wondering how this is gonna go. I'm interested in it. I just want to see where it's gonna go. and hopefully it'll help her kind of build herself too.
If I say it's a damn feud, it's a damn feud. Don't you question me, boy. Anyway, sorry, that anger. It was because of her partner. I just can't do it. I get angry, and there's residual anger that it's anyway. We get Deonna Purrazzo versus Emma in one of their feud matches, in a feud because it's a feud. Shut up, it's a feud. Like I said, I feel like Deonna had a lot more kind of confidence and more of a presence in this match. I feel like it didn't feel like she was just, a newbie or just a jobber. It actually felt like she, belonged in the match. Like she could stand toe to toe with Emma, even though, it was obviously more Emma heavy match. But and like I said, she didn't necessarily get a lot of offense, but she definitely felt like, she belonged in that match, and you felt like they could develop this into an official feud or something, which I kind of like, because I like Deonna Purrazzo. I like what they're kind of doing with her. I didn't like initially when she first debuted. She kind of seemed really generic, but I like what they're doing with her. Thoughts, DJ?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if that would be a discussion if he was alive. Anyway, I saw a post on Facebook and it caught my interest. But but I thought this match was good. It's kind of a weird thing. I thought this match was pretty good. I agree. It did give her a little more presence. I wanna see how this is gonna develop throughout throughout their matches. Is Dana Brooke gonna get involved more,
No,
kind of in an active role?
Not say that.
In an active role, is she gonna kind of get involved? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure the extent of her injury still, because it's been a while since that Breaking Ground episode.
She has to retire.
Anyway. I guess that's all the thoughts I have, because Casey won't let me talk about the person I want.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I mean, even though she has to retire, go ahead.
She gonna come back and be your new NXT Divas Women's Champion of Florida and the world.
I mean, but she can't do that if she got to retire. I'm just letting you know that.
So Eddie Guerrero or Christopher Daniels?
Who would win?
Who's better?
Eddie.
Is that because he's dead? Racist. Well,
no. How is that racist? What?
I'm just saying,
not a race.
Shut up. I'm just saying, would it be more of a discussion if he was alive? Because when people die, you tend to like them a little bit more.
I like Eddie more even when he was alive.
Some people. Unless they like Osama or something.
We moving on, because this is getting to a weird, dark place, and I don't think we want to visit that. We reviewed the NXT Tag Team Championship match at the abomination they called Roadblock. God, I'm not gonna talk about it. Any thoughts on the review that they did on that abomination show? Stupid.
Not really. I mean, we've talked about the show. It was something. But we can move on from that.
All right.
From that show, that particular show.
We can throw that away and never ever revisit it again, ever. They can just take that off the network, honestly, because who's gonna go back and watch that? Who? Anyway, we get Tommaso Ciampa versus Jesse Sorensen. I was hyped. I was super hyped.
Finally, took you long enough.
What?
Took you long enough to get hype. You weren't hyped earlier. Now you're hyped.
I mean, when you put Tommaso and Jesse Sorensen in a match, I'm gonna get hyped. I love Ciampa. I love Sorensen. I was almost upset because in the beginning it seemed like they were going to make it completely one-sided, favoriting Ciampa. Jesse did get some good offense in there.
He got that nice drop kick.
Yeah, you know. But it wasn't as kind of equal as I feel like it should have been. With two great wrestlers. Yes, wrestlers, not superstars. Like Ciampa and Sorensen. I just feel like it should have been more of a equal match, kind maybe even set up a storyline with these two guys, or a feud or something. They're not doing anything with either of them, and they're really good talents that they have at their disposal. Why not use them? Any thoughts on this match?
I got really excited just now. I just saw Billy Gunn on a big time wrestling show, which is a show I might get to go to next weekend. So maybe he'll be there next weekend. Anyway, back to Ciampa versus Sorensen. I definitely I agree. It was kind of a weird thing. Because it did feel like Ciampa was gonna. Well, I mean that's one of the things about jobber matches though. To me, is especially how they kind of do them in NXT. Is like I always wait for that one move that person's gonna get off. And I was like, oh, that was a nice drop kick. I like that. I always kind of wait for that one kind of move that person is gonna do. But it seems like they're developing Ciampa a little bit more, kind of involving his moveset, making it kind of giving him more of a moveset now, which is nice. I don't know if he's technically signed yet to a contract because I know he was just kind of wrestling for WWE. He wasn't really necessarily signed to a contract, but I don't know. I'm wondering how it's gonna go, especially because I would love to see these two guys in a feud. I think it would work out pretty well, but I think with the whole contract thing with Ciampa and the confusion, and I don't know why they haven't signed him yet. That kind of puts a little like roadblock in the in the travels there.
Anyway,
I was so proud of myself too.
I know, I heard. Next, we reviewed Carmella versus Bayley last month, and the attack from Eva, and it hurts to say that name, and Nia Jax, and then Asuka coming out. Any thoughts on that? I'm pretty sure you don't, because we've already.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it, but I mean, I like what's going on with this. I like that we're not just getting one-on-one match after one-on-one match after one-on-one match. They're kind of mixing it up a little bit. I like that. I kind of want to see, what's going to happen. And also, they've done I honestly, I just thought of this when thinking about Bayley because I've seen videos of Bayley like friend zoning Finn Balor, but they've done a good job of keeping Finn Balor relevant while keeping him off of TV because I know he's been hurt for a little bit. So that I just thought about that just now. I was like, they've done a good job with that. By the way, I almost forgot he was injured. I see what you're doing in NXT. I see what you're doing, but what size bottle is that? Like half a liter? My goodness.
Yeah, it is. It is 1.25 liters because you can't just get normal size. You got to get the weird size that they sell at Kmart. I don't even know why they sell this size. It's weird. I don't know.
I think how much are they? Are they like $1 or something?
They're like $1.19.
Yeah, we used to have like a really big size, like a liter or like a 1.25 liter for like $1.
Anyway, so we get Nia Jax and her partner versus Asuka and Bayley.
This should have been Emma and Dana Brooks. So you could have said Nia Jax and her partner and Emma and her partner.
Should have been. It should have been. Corey Graves' analogy of a baby deer drinking from a peaceful river and knowing there's a crocodile waiting to snatch it was the best thing of this entire match. This made this match watchable for me. Just imagining the red-haired bimbo being a peaceful little deer just waiting for the crocodile Asuka to oh, it was so good. But anyway, I just have one question though. Can Asuka do more knee shots to the baby deer's face? Because that also that made me happy. And of course, because the baby deer can't wrestle, she has Nia Jax do all the work. DJ likes that because he wants them to do that with her. But whatever. We did get a chance to see Bailey take the baby deer to Suplex City just for a quick visit. She didn't take her all the way in, just a little visit. Here's the landscape. Let's look at all the buildings, all that stuff. Then making Nia Jax accidentally, we know it wasn't an accident, leg drop the baby deer. And the winner, Team Huggadile. Yeah, I did that. Team Hug. Get it? Because Bailey likes to hug, and Asuka is the crocodile, so it's Team Huggadile. They hug you and they don't let go. Anyway, you want to talk about the match before I get to after the match?
Yes. This match was good. I definitely like it. I definitely liked it. I like you said, I sound like Justin now. I I like how they kept Eva Marie out of the match a little bit. I think it's a good touch. Kind of good play on how people hate her. Asuka's the best in the world. I will not deny it. I will continue to say it until the entire world says it with me. Asuka is the best in the world. Somebody said it with me. It was at least one person in this world who said it with me just now. But
what about JoJo and Santana?
But I mean, Asuka in the ring is the best in the world, is what I'm saying. But anyway, I definitely like this match though. I thought it was really good tag team match. And I still a little green, by the way.
I mean, what about the baby deer and the crocodile?
I just love Corey Graves on commentary. He can just switch on a dime. Like he'll be like normal, normal heelish stuff, and then when Eva comes out, he's just like in a whole new mode. When Eva comes out, like telling Tom Phillips to shut up. Tom Phillips tries to say another point. Tom, didn't you hear me? I love Corey Graves. Like he does a great job of just being that heel commentator, but not being too over the top with it to where it's annoying.
Yeah. Anyway, so after the match, Regal comes out and congratulates Emma and Asuka, and for all they've done for NXT so far, and announces that the new #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship is the best in the world, apparently, according to DJ. Asuka.
That's why she gets the shot. She's the best in the world, Casey.
I mean, I don't agree with that. My girl should have got the title shot because she's the queen.
She ain't done nothing.
She ain't need to do nothing.
She ain't done nothing but sit in the corner and look hot. I mean, Casey, just because there's a hot girl in the corner, don't mean you're gonna talk to her. She just in the corner. Just saying.
She ain't in the corner. She run in the room. Okay, she run in the room. When Alexa Bliss tells you to jump, you say how high. Anyway, any thoughts on the #1 contender who should have been Alexa Bliss?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really good match. There's a lot of like unpredictability within it too. Just having a new contender anyway is unpredictable, especially right now in NXT, because obviously with Bailey, she's held the title for a nice little bit, and they're obviously doing a good job of giving the best in the world a push. So I think, which is smart, she's the best. But I think you don't really know where this title match could go. A lot of me wants Asuka to win. But a lot of me is thinking, will she? Because Bailey's, continue to impress in every match she's been in. I mean, you put Bailey in a match with the best in the world. And my goodness, what a match we have set.
But that begs the question: if Asuka fails to win, is she the best in the world?
There will be some shenanigans if she fails to win. Because the thing is, the thing is, the best in the world doesn't always have to win. Anderson Silva, to me, is the best MMA fighter in the world, but he's not undefeated.
So neither of them are the best in the world.
No, he lost because of broken leg. Shame. That was cheating. They inserted like some bone softener into his bones so he would break it.
I mean, but the best in the world would have walked it off.
You can't walk off like a completely broken leg. It's just not something you can do.
I mean, a real man could do it, you know.
I don't think that's how that works. That's not how like the human body works.
That's how it works. He would have hopped on the other leg. Anyway, we go back 2 weeks to the debut of Austin Aries and the attack by Baron Corbin. Tom Phillips and Corey Graves, which I thought this was kind of unique that both of them interviewed Austin Aries, I guess, via satellite. They didn't say via satellite, but he wasn't there apparently.
It was via Skype.
It was via Uvu or something like that.
Via Google Plus. That's why it was so bad.
Via Google Plus, yes. They say that the next time we see Aries will be Takeover Dallas and ask him how that debut is going to be, how it's going to be, and how it's going to be for Baron Corbin. Aries, first of all, thanks the NXT universe for welcoming him, and he says that he had a lot of contract offers, but he knew he wanted to be in NXT, which is so cliche, and everyone says that, because WWE tells them to. He says he was very excited to debut in NXT, but then Corbin ruined it. He says that instead of attacking from behind, Corbin should have come out and asked Aries advice. Corbin wants to be the NXT champion, while Aries has been champion everywhere he's ever gone, and he's dealt with guys like Corbin his whole life. Corbin is big, bad, and insecure. Insecure about guys like Aries, who has experience and has earned everything he's ever gotten. He says this was just really, but this was just a really good promo. More than an interview, this was a really good promo. It was kind of set up in the beginning as an interview, but it was just a good promo from Aries. I felt like. Thoughts on the interview promo, whatever?
Yeah, it was a good promo, but there was something missing, and that, my dear sir, is Baron Corbin. We needed a rebuttal. Baron Corbin deserves a rebuttal. Number one, he's already been robbed. He's already been robbed of his NXT. Ryan, listen to me here. He's already been robbed of his NXT title match. So now he deserves a rebuttal against Austin Aries.
Baron Corbin sucks.
He doesn't. He's really good.
Really bad. Didn't he tap out to two guys at the same time?
He didn't. It was robbery. It was a twitch. It was a twitch.
Really
twitch. It was like,
shut up, Ryan. Get out of here. You're not a part of this podcast anymore. You would abandon us. Anyway. Shut up.
Are you doing New Day right now?
All right, let's move on if we can. We get the number one contendership match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Team Ready, Willing, and Gable versus the Vaudevillains, because I refuse to call them American Alpha. I will not do it. It's Team Ready, Willing, and Gable. DJ, take it away.
All right. American Alpha versus the Vaudevillains. This was a good match. It was cool to see Gotch's unique style with Chad Gable's unique style. Unique in different ways. I thought they worked off of each other really well, but also it was cool to see kind of their styles kind of clash a little bit. Um, I just thought this was a good main event tag team match. And it had purpose to it. I was glad it had purpose to it. I knew going in that American Alpha were gonna win because I had saw like the card for NXT Takeover Dallas like a couple days ago or something. So I was like, oh, well, obviously they're gonna win. But the match was still good though. It was still a good match. I love the finisher still. I love when was it Chad Gable does that ridiculous German suplex. Love it. I love Jason Jordan on high tags. It's just good stuff. I want to see more from the Vaudevillains though, because they changed in their heel persona, but not really much to where you can tell that they're heels. They still kind of do the same stuff. But Casey, do you have any thoughts on the main event?
This was a good match. And it kind of got me thinking, what are they doing with the Vaudevillains? I mean, to me, they should already be on the main roster. They're one of the teams that should have been on the main roster by now, and I have no idea why they're not. I just don't know. Obviously, if they do go up to the main roster, that's even less people on NXT. So, I mean, that could be a reason why they're keeping certain guys still down in NXT to kind of, make sure, the pool doesn't run dry, I guess. Because, they only have a certain amount of people on NXT until they develop more guys enough to actually put them on TV every week in NXT. Which I feel like they should be doing more, developing guys, not signing all these, indie
developmental.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's WWE. They'll let everyone else develop them and then bring them in.
They take all the credit for them.
That's the developmental part of it. I mean, this is WWE we're talking about. But yeah, it was a good match. I want to see the Vaudevillains on the main roster. I think they'd be interesting on the main roster. There's a lot they could do with them. And I feel like they're not really doing anything. We knew they weren't going to win the number one contendership. We knew it was going to be American Alpha. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, it was a good match. And it was kind of weird seeing a tag team match as the main event. We don't normally see a tag team match as the main event of a show.
It was also kind of weird, seeing more than one match this week. It was.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. They're gonna have multiple? Like, there's more than one? What is this? But yeah, that was your NXT review for this past week. I think it was 16th. I don't know. I don't keep track of days anymore. I just wake up and go to work and do a review and somewhere in there eat and sleep. I don't know. But make sure to like, subscribe, follow the Twitter. We were going to have our WrestleMania 21 review today, but then
but we're not. So
members of the podcast didn't watch it, even though one of the members said that we were going to do it today, and then he didn't watch it. And we'll let you guess who that was. And his name starts with a J. And
are there 3 members of this podcast?
I mean, I said I did not. He's like an honorary member, like not an official member, like an honorary member. Like when I went on a trip with my high school marching band to Disney World, we were honorary cast members. We didn't get nothing, but we were honorary. That's what it is. That's what it. We'll give him like a pin or something that says honorary. I don't know, but
like a pledge pin.
No, not like a pledge. He's not pledging for anything. He's just. Anyway, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, Follow the Twitter. Keep up with us. Tomorrow we should be doing the 21 review. Maybe another review tomorrow. I don't know, depending on what other people watch, because I'm already up to 28 and they're not even done with 21. So maybe we'll do 24 tomorrow too, depending on what's going on. But we will see you. Can you guess where we'll see you? It's been a while. You haven't heard it. We will see you on the flippity dippity. Oh, yeah.